Hello everybody. Welcome back to our studying today. This is session 8 of our teaching. Today we are going to learn the present simple and present continuous. As we have learned in the previous sessions, we have learned the usage of present simple and the usage of present continuous. As you know, present simple is used to talk about the fact, is used to talk about the habit, or to talk about the general truth, while present progressive is used. Present progressive here refer to present continuous. Present progressive is used to talk about the action that is happening now and happening around now. But today we are going to learn something more beside the previous lesson. Okay, now everyone, here is the usage of present simple. I would like to raise the usage of present simple first. First, present simple is used to talk about the habit. So what is the habit? Habit here refer to the use of English showing what you do every day, or what you usually do, or sometimes, often, or can be never. The word never can be the habit. It means of habit. I never do something. This is my habit. Here said that my dog Punch goes to bed at 8 p.m. every night. This is also about the habit. That's it. Okay. Another thing is about the general truth. What does it mean, general truth? The general truth refers to the action that happen in general, something that you know in general. You have a look at the picture of the dog here that I have shown you. How many legs does a dog have? Usually a dog has 4 legs. Yes, this is general truth. And then how many eyes does a dog have? We say a dog has 2 eyes, because this is true in general. Okay, now we have a look at 2 more examples listed in the slide. As you have seen here, the sky is blue. It is in general, the sky is blue, and stress causes high blood pressure. You cannot deny that stress doesn't cause high blood pressure. I say here is something in general. The word something in general or general truth, it doesn't mean that it's always be the fact all the time. Okay, another usage of present simple is used with the non-action, or we call state verb. What is non-action verb and what is called state verb? In the example, we say that I hope to move abroad. You see, I hope to move abroad again soon. And here, the word hope is called state verb or non-action verb. We are going to discuss what is non-action verb and what is called state verb in this session as well. Okay, well, everyone, the word knows, hope, and can you give more examples by using the state verb? What is a state verb? When you think about the word state, it means something showing something is the opposite of action verb. Yeah, the action verb is something used to show the action, while the state verb used to show the state. Yeah, that's it. State verb can be the emotional verb, and can also about the mental state or possess, and then another one is about the verb of sense. Okay, now everyone, now think about the verb that express the emotion. As here you can see 5 words: hate, like, love, want, feel, and then we can think of other verbs. For example, we say that the word think can be state verb or the action verb. Yes, I think of something. That's it. love, hate, surprise. And that's it. They are all state verb. And then can be no. Here I want to stress here a little bit between the 5 verbs that I include in the slide. These first 5 verbs showing the emotion. The word emotion is means something that you think. You cannot say that you are hating, but you say you hate, I hate, she hates, she likes, he loves. This is about the emotion. So just remember one thing. Emotional verb cannot be used in the continuous tense. Emotional verbs can be used only the simple form. In addition, the verb describing the mental state. For example, you talk about your mental when you learn something. You say that, oh, I know, oh, I remember, oh, I believe in that, oh, I understand. Okay, well, it seems like it is a little bit difficult for you perhaps, but what I want you to remember is that state verb or non-action verbs are the verb showing the state, showing the something like about your opinion, something showing your emotion, your feeling, can be about your possession. Here you see that number 3, you have something, you own something, you possess something, you belong something. Okay, that's it. Now I give you one more example and then I ask you whether it is a state verb or an action verb. Action means something that you do with your action. For example, I run to school every day. The word I run to school every day, the word run, is it the state verb or the action verb? Again, is it the non-action verb or is it the action verb? When you talk about run, it seems like you have the moment, moving your legs, your foot up and down, back and front. Yes, you can see the activities, so this is called action verb. But when you see the word like, I like coffee, the word I like coffee, it seems like when you like something, what is the action of like? You open your eyes to like? No. You move showing your like? No. You smile that you like? The word smile doesn't mean like. Okay. The word like is about your opinion, about your mind. It is about your emotion. It is inside your feeling. So the word like doesn't show any action. We call it non-action verb. Okay, when you have something, for example, I have a car, does it show an action? That is not. Okay, the last one describing about the perception or sense. For example, you hear something. When you hear a voice, not listened, you hear, it seems like you hear something. You hear something is mean about your sense of hearing, and then your sense of seeing, your sense of smelling, your sense of tasting. Okay, that's it. There are 5 senses for human. Senses through eyes, you say sight seeing, and then you see something. Okay, the sense through your nose, the sense of smelling, which means this food smell good, but you don't sniff it. When you you don't smell it. You say you use your nose to smell it. This is smelling. You do the action through your nose. So the word smell can be action verb or non-action verb. Again, all the 5 senses can the verb showing all the 5 senses. It may be the action verb or maybe it can be the non-action verb, but it's based whether you do the action or it is about your feeling. You use your feeling or you feel something. When you feel something, it means this is non-action verb. But when you use your five senses to feel something, for example, you smell, you look. I look at something, but that's not something look like. But you look at something. I am looking at. Is different from something looks good. Something look look like cold or something. Okay, well, so this is what you have to remember. Go on. We talk about the present simple. So the three usage of present simple is, the first one is the habitual, and then general truth, and then the non-action verb. But in the previous session, we have talked about present simple using used to show about fact. But in here, we add more about the non-action verbs, or we call state verb. Okay, in the state verb or non-action verb are divided into four. Yes, and here express the emotion, describe mental state, showing the possession or describing the perception and the sense, as we have been mentioning in the previous slide. Okay, now when you talk about present continuous, is something like far different from present simple. It seems like present continuous and present simple is a little bit contrasted from each other. Okay, now you have to look at the form at present continuous, or we call present progressive. You can see that present progressive is formed by subject plus is mr plus verb ing. Some people say that subject plus to be plus verb ing, but what you have to remember, to be in here refer to is am, not was were, or not been. Okay, so in present continuous, subject plus is am plus verb ing. When sorry, I want to stress a little bit because in the slide doesn't show you what we have learned in the previous session. In the previous session, we have learned that present continuous is used to talk about something that is happening right now. It is the same thing I'm going to talk in this one, but it's a little bit different in some usages and some more examples that can clarify the usage of present progressive. In the previous lesson, we have learned that present continuous is used to talk about something that is happening at the time of speaking, happening right now, or something that is, we say that happen in a period of time around now. That's it. Now look at more examples. I am talking to the class. When? The question is when? When are you talking to the class? The answer is now. Now I am talking to the class. Yes. And what are the students doing? Nothing. Now when I ask this question to you all, imagine that you are in the class right now, and then there are 10 students in the class. I ask you, what are you doing? Okay, you may answer, I am sitting. You may answer, I am reading a book. Or you may answer, I am learning English. Or you say, I am listening to you, teacher. Okay, that's it. Okay, in here the same thing. The students are wearing shoes. And what are you wearing right now? Maybe you are wearing slippers or shoes. Yeah. Okay, another usage of present continuous is to use to talk about the action happening around now, which may not be happening at the moment of speaking. What do you understand from this one? Okay, well, now I want to make clear in here a little bit. The action happening around now means it is usually usually used to talk about the action that happening around now in a short period of time. It means that it doesn't last for years or last for many months. Yeah, for example, this week I am reading a lovely book, but now I am teaching you. Okay, and that guy, for example, you are in the class now. That guy on the right say that he is doing the assignment, but today he doesn't feel well, so he is not doing the assignment, and now he is in the class. So that this week, you see that this week he is doing the assignment. You have a look. He is not doing it now, but he is doing it around now. It means yesterday he did it. Maybe a day before yesterday he did it as well. And he is going to continue his doing tomorrow or the day after tomorrow. It means that action happened around now. So we can use present continuous to express the action like this as well. Now look at more examples in here. We are studying essay structure. So it's not about studying right now, but studying essay structure can take many sessions to teach you, teach other students. So this is happening around now as well. And Mark is training for 100 miles bike ride this month. So he's training this month for the whole month, can be. Another usage of present continuous is about the temporary action. What is temporary action? When you talk about the temporary action, you have to think about the permanent action. Permanent action is mean something you do, yes, in general, some general truth, something that you do and then it lasts for many years. It can be last for a longer time. And for the temporary action is the action that lasts for a short time and it will end soon. Okay, now look at the examples in here. I said that I am staying with friends, but I plan to leave soon. So now I don't have a house to stay, and then I only stay with him for a short period of time. Say I am staying with my friend now, and I'm going to leave soon. It is just only a temporary action. I don't live here forever or for a longer time. Okay, thank you. Okay, now everyone, when we have a look in here, present continuous is used to express the action in here. You see that the action can happen before now and it will finish after now. It will finish in the future. But what you can see is that it happened not far from now in the past, and it won't last for a longer time in the future. So this is the action happening around now. Okay, go on. The word have, think, taste, and look. These verbs can be used in both present simple and present continuous. It depends on its meaning. The word have can express possession. For example, I have a book. What we have been talking, have can, when it shows the possession, it cannot be used in continuous. For example, you cannot say I am having a book, I am having a lot of money. No. You can say only I have a lot of money and then I have a lot of books. But have can express other meanings. For example, you are having coffee. The word you are having coffee means you are drinking coffee. You are having breakfast means you are eating breakfast. Or you are having a party means you are joining. It means you are joining the party. Yeah, that's it. Think. For the word think, just remember think of and think that. If you say that I think that, there is no continuous form of think that. Think that is mean I understand that, like that, express like that. I think that you know, but you cannot say I am thinking that you know. Think of is mean it can express the action of your brain. You are thinking of something, but then, okay, I am thinking of you. I am thinking of the situation, and also the word taste. You are tasting food. This is the continuous tense. It means you use your fork and then to taste the food. It means you are tasting the food. But when you say that the food is delicious, the food tastes good. When you say the food tastes good, this is the simple form. It doesn't express action. So this is state verb. So taste, when you say that you taste something, you use your mouth to taste the food. This is action verb. But when you say the food tastes good, this is the simple form. This is the non-action verb. Look. Also, when something look good, when something look nice, the film look funny, this is the simple. This is the non-action verb. But when you use your eye to look at, I am looking at the film, I am looking at you, this is the action verb. Now look at more examples. In here we say the taste, the soup tastes good. Here this is non-action verb, as you know. And then she is tasting the soup to see if it needs more salt. This is the action, we say activity, the action verb. Okay, now everyone, what you have to do is that you use all the three verbs: have, think, and look. In the sentences, just remember each pair, one you need the state verb of have, and one you use have in the action verb. And then, for example, we two textbook in this class. So we have or we are having. It express position, right? If it express possession, a position, it express the possession, it must be about the state verb. And they blah blah a hard time with grammar. They are having or they have. So it's not about possession. So this must be the action verb of have. Okay, now you have 2 minutes to think of the answers of the 6 exercises. And okay, we are going to come back in 2 minutes. Have a go. Well, I think you have finished it. Okay, now check the answer together. Okay, there are the answers for you. Okay, now we move to the next slide. Now we are going to study from the examples together. In here, you have a look at each pair of sentence. Okay, it can be in groups here. Now, number 1. I speak Khmer and English, and then I am speaking English right now. In the first sentence, you can only use the present simple to express fact. For example, you speak 2 languages, Khmer and English. You cannot say that I am speaking 2 languages. You cannot speak 2 languages at a time. When you want to express the number of language that you know, you want to express the number of languages that you can speak, you use present simple. But when you want to express the action that you are doing right now, for example, now I am speaking English, so you use present simple. Present continuous. As you can see in the example in this one, you don't express what you are doing right now, but you express your ability, express the fact, something we call general truth. You can speak 2 languages. But in the second sentence, you want to express something that you are doing right now, so you use present continuous. That's it. The second examples, I am doing my assignment now. So now, what are you doing? When somebody asks you, and then if you are doing your assignment, you say I am doing my assignment. Means that you use the present continuous to express something that you are doing right now, something you are doing at the time you are speaking. You are speaking, and then you are doing the example. It doesn't mean that you write while you are speaking. You write and speak at the same time. But what you want to express is that now, this moment, not every time, not writing every time now. This moment, you can see that I have a pen, or I have a computer with me, and then I am doing my assignment. And when you say I am doing my assignment this week, it can be about something that happening around now. Yesterday you did it, and then today you do it, or you don't do it, it's okay, but the assignment is not yet finished. You are going to continue doing it tomorrow or the day after tomorrow. Okay, and then if you say I usually do my assignment on time, this is your habit, the habitual activities. It's not about now. You don't say that now I am doing it on time, but you use it in general. That is the habit. You usually do it on time, so you use present simple again. Present simple here to express the habit, and present continuous here to express something happening around now, or something happening now. So happening now or happening around now, this one. But present simple is used to talk about the habit. Present simple, the first one here, is used to express general truth, or can be about fact. Number 3, I have some books to read. It's not about now. You cannot say you are having something now. You are having a book now. But you say something like in general, or you want to express possession by using have. So we use present simple. But when you use present continuous with the word have with ing, we say that have used in continuous. Have doesn't mean possession here. Have in here means, for example, I am having coffee now. I am having coffee means I am drinking coffee now. You see that? In here. Okay, thank you. We look at more examples. I have to read from the slide so that you can understand from this. The earth evolves around the sun. Sorry, that is not about phrase, but it's about fact. This is letter T. My problem in typing. The earth evolves around the sun. This is about fact. You are not saying the earth is moving or is evolving around the sun, because the earth always evolves around the sun all the time, day and night. Yes. And number 5, I know her well. Why you cannot say I am knowing her? Do you know her now? Yes, now I know her, and I have known her for years. Just remember, this is fact or this is general truth. You cannot say you are knowing, because know is the state verb or the non-action verb. So we use non-action verb in the present simple, cannot be used in the continuous tense. I see. Okay, the sky is blue, general truth, but you cannot say the sky is being blue. That's it. Okay. Now, in the last 2 examples are very important for you to remember. You see that I live at Siem Reap, but now I am living in Phnom Penh. If you look at my national ID card, you can see that my home is at Siem Reap. So I say that I live at Siem Reap. This is the permanent action, permanent address. But now I am moving to Phnom Penh city, and then I am living in Phnom Penh now. I am living in Phnom Penh because I want to continue my study at Phnom Penh city. I am going to move back because I don't live here forever. I live at Siem Reap, so I have to move back to Siem Reap. I am living in Phnom Penh just only for a short time. Again, when you use the action expressing something that happening in a temporary action or for a short time, you use present continuous. And if you use the action to express something that happened for a longer time or something that is general truth, you use present simple. Okay, now what you have to do is that you have to do all these exercises. What you have to do is just a tick and a cross. Tick the correct sentence and cross out the wrong one. For example, number 1, she is swimming very often. The word very often, as we have said, adverb of frequency cannot be used in continuous tense. Adverb of frequency is used in the simple form only. Yes. Okay, the rest is for you. Have a go. 2 minutes for you.